Yo, what about now? Is it good now? Oh damn. Fuck. I might have did something wrong, man.
Yo, what about now?
Oh,
Is it
okay.
good now?
It's good now.
Oh, damn.
Fuck.
Fuck.
This whole time I was talking through the microphone, but it wasn't working, bro. That was weird. That's weird. Fuck. I was talking the whole time. Damn, I don't know if I should still upload this. Should I like restart? I don't know if I should restart. I mean, fuck it. It is what it is. People, they'll probably like just skip ahead and see if it works. I'm only been on for like almost 20 minutes now. I mean, you know, what? Where was I? I was talking about some of the upcoming games coming out, Far Cry 5 and shit, and just trying to see what everyone's looking forward to and stuff. And yeah, man, like Far Cry 5 is gonna be dope. You know, you got Attack on Titan 2 coming out. God of War coming out. That's gonna be a big hitter for PlayStation and shit. So they got a lot to look forward to.
You got Attack on Titan.
So this year's gonna be good for gaming, man. All this fanboy shit, gamers don't want certain games going to other platforms and all this dumb shit. Bro, we got good games fucking dropping this year, man. I mean, we got name something from Sony, like we got God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, man. And Xbox they got some good stuff too, man. They got Crackdown, they got State of Decay. I know a lot of people make fun of them. Like it's just cool to make fun of them and shit. I do it myself too. Even Sea of Thieves is kind of interesting, even though like my first impressions of it not really that good. But I mean, they got some dope shit coming out. Like Nintendo, Pokemon. Hopefully, if it comes out this year. That Kirby game looks kind of sick. Smash, fucking a lot of cool shit. Metroid, I don't know if that's gonna come out this year. It got revealed last year, but I think it's a ways off. Maybe next year. Bayonetta 3, I think it might be dropping this year. No More Heroes, fucking looks sick. Like there's a lot of cool shit, man. And I'm just glad I don't have one system, man. We got so much different shit to play in the coming year, you know, this year, you know, and yeah, man. Yeah, bro. It was actually my fucking headphones, man. My headphones were like fucked up or something. Like I guess it doesn't work with this laptop. I have a shitty laptop, bro. I had trouble like setting this up, but yo, man, send me some game topics, man. I was kind of rambling on, while I was muted and stuff. I thought people could hear me, but yeah, let me know what you want to hear. What you want to talk about. I know a lot of people have been talking about the. Sorry about that. I know a lot of people have been talking about the PS5 rumors and all that shit. I was kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. Oh, we got 5 people watching now. Sweet. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? Near Automata sold 2.5 million. Yo, that's fucking great, man. I saw a picture of I forgot who tweeted it out, but someone was saying that, or I think it was Phil Spencer actually. I remember this. He was saying like that single player games don't have an impact on the industry anymore, and I thought that was kind of interesting because I'm wondering if he's saying that because his games aren't really making an impact, or if he's just trying to say that in general just to kind of create like some type of buzz or whatever. But Near Automata, that being a single player game and selling that much, it still shows that people love playing these narrative driven games, man. Like no, I mean, people love multiplayer, but don't get me wrong, but people still want those single player games too, man. Like look at Legend of Zelda, that sold like, I think that sold over like 9 million or something like that. I don't even know, like 11 million or around that area. Um, but yeah, I'm glad to see these single player games thriving. And me personally, I'm getting tired of multiplayer games. I just wanna I just want to play. If I have to get my fix of multiplayer, I kind of just want to play a co-op experience. I think that's kind of where my head is at in terms of what to play, and that's how I feel about that. But that's great to hear. I actually haven't played Near Automata. I played that demo, but I definitely gotta fucking check that shit out. Um, Yo, for the people that ain't here, man, smash that like button for me, man. Share this if you can. You know, try to get some people on here. I'll be doing this. I don't know how. I don't know if I should do this when there's some breaking news or something like that, or there's something important to talk about during the day or something, or if I should do this like at the end of the week and then get all the topics that have come out throughout the week in the gaming industry and stuff and just talk about that. You guys can let me know what you think about that and what I should do, but we'll see. I'll probably do another one on Friday maybe. Um, let's see. Splinter Cell was leaked. I talked about that earlier. Um, PS5 will be backwards compatible with PS4. That would be dope, man. I still think that they could do PS3 backwards compatibility with All right, man. All right, I'll be here. But I still think they can do backwards compatibility with the PS3, but they wanted to charge niggas for games and shit by using this PS Now shit, streaming shit, which is ass, by the way. I wouldn't have mind if it was actually decent, but streaming streaming video games is trash. Like the latency, the input lag is fucking terrible. Like I'm just imagine playing a multiplayer, PS3 game on there, first person. Like it's gonna be fucking trash. Like it's gonna be really bad trying to play that any game like that on PS Now. So it looks like we'll be getting a traditional, backwards compatible, with the PlayStation 5 with PS4 games. And I'm glad because PS4 has some great games, especially if you can bring over your digital library to the PS5, kind of like how you can do with the 360 stuff. I don't know if that's going to be there at launch. I feel like that's a pretty big like, especially if they're wanting to bring in a lot of games and stuff like that. I don't know if they could do that at launch. Like maybe they can. I don't know. Maybe they're working on it already, so it's already there. Like they're setting up for it. Because I think the PS5 is still gonna be 2 years away before it hits shelves and shit. This whole thing about it coming out next year is ridiculous. I don't think it's coming out next year. It's gonna get revealed next year, but dropping next year, we'll have to see about that. Just based off the fact with the games that are coming out next year, like Death Stranding, hopefully Death Stranding. I'm just assuming, because they you know they were giving updates about that game, talking about how it's how the development of the game is going by pretty fast. So I would assume that it would come out next year, Death Stranding, like for sure. Because didn't it get revealed in 2015? I don't know if it got revealed in 2015 or 16. But 16, 17, 18, 19, that's 3 years. That's usually the minimum for a game to drop most of the time, right? So, I don't know. GTA 5 topped UK charts for the fucking uptake time. Yeah, man. GTA 5, unstoppable, man. Like, what can I say? Like, people just fuck with GTA like that. They're just a juggernaut. I think at this point they're bigger than Call of Duty, man. But like the thing with GTA is that I think proceeded. How do you say? I don't even know how to say the word, but I think it surpassed like gaming. Like GTA is just a part of culture. You see it in movies, see it in music videos and shit. Like that's how popular fucking GTA is. So like when I see that, I'm really not surprised. Like GTA 5 could still be selling and topping the fucking US UK charts 10 years from now probably. So like yeah, like it's sick. But someone sent me Someone sent me a message. Give me 1 second. But yeah, someone's trying to watch, I think. Alright. But let's see. Fortnite has surpassed 48 million players. Um that's good news, man. I'm I'm really glad about that. A lot of people there's a lot of people out there saying that it's overrated and stuff, and that it stole from like PUBG and stuff like that, and people are like pissed off about it. I mean, to an extent, yeah, it took from PUBG, but I feel like game creators and developers, they always take ideas from each other. It's just the reality of the gaming industry. Like, there's gonna be ideas that get taken. Now, is it good to just rip off an idea and then just make it, you know, as if you created it? No, it's better to take the idea, expand on it, and make it a better game or mode or whatever the case may be. So Fortnite surpassing 48 million players. That's a big deal. That's a big deal because that's showing that this battle royale thing, you know, it's a really big thing now. And yeah, and it's a free to play game too. A lot of people are surprised that it's doing a lot better than PUBG. It's a free to play game. I don't People seem to forget that a lot, which I don't really understand why. It makes sense, you know, but yeah, like it's a great game. I think it's a better game than PUBG. It just with the building mechanics alone, it makes it a more fun game. It makes it more tactical having those building mechanics. You can use it to flank people. You can use it to get above people. It's really cool. You can do a lot of cool shit with the building mechanics in the PvP battle royale mode, and that's what sets it apart from PUBG and makes it, its own unique thing. You know, PUBG got to step it up, man. Like I don't have the game personally, but you don't have to necessarily have a game to know whether or not it's bad or not. You can watch videos of people playing it, and you can see what they're doing with the game. The game doesn't really run that optimal, really, like from what I've seen, even on the X and shit. And they haven't really been releasing like a lot of content like Fortnite has. Like, just this past week, I think, or last week it was, they dropped the 20v20 mode, or like with 20 players and like in 5 teams and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, they're basically dropping updates like every fucking week, basically, or every other week. So many fucking updates I can't even keep up, nigga. Like, seriously. But but yeah, man. Shouts out to Spartan God, man. Coming through and stuff. I know I'm just starting out, so I gotta build this up. But I did this. Craig, the Messiah of Xbox, he was recommending me to, start this up, man. It's actually pretty fun, talking about this. I felt comfortable. I thought I'd be a little bit nervous, but this feels pretty good. Feels pretty fucking good, man. You know, I just wanna I just wanna talk to people like in a community and everything, and just kind of, you know see people's ideas and what people think about certain games and everything. Because I know people have different opinions and shit, but sometimes we get a little heated, when we say certain things and stuff like that. But it's good to just come together and just talk about what we love, and that's games. And yeah, man. But yeah, going back to some of the games that's coming up. Got a way out next week. So I talked about that a little bit actually. But let's see what else we got here. Gonna gonna check Gonna check some stuff right here. Oh, Nino Cooney 2 Also, I think that's actually coming out next week as well. I think it comes out the same day as A Way Out. I didn't play the first one. You don't really have to play the first one to kind of really understand what's going on in the second game. I think it's new characters, I believe. Um, th- I think the first one was turn based. Someone can correct me on that. I'm not really too sure about it, but I mean, the second one looks kind of fun. I don't know if I would cop it necessarily. Um, but I kind of want to expand my horizons, man, because I felt like I've been playing too many shooters lately, or too much multiplayer and stuff like that these past couple of months, or even in the past year. And I kind of want to, you know, steer in a different direction in terms of like what I'm playing. And I gotta say, I played Octopath Traveler. I think when did they drop that demo? I think it was a couple months ago. I think it was. Um, and I tried it out, and I thought I would hate it, to be honest, but I actually fucking liked it. It was pretty dope. Like, I like how you can play as like 8 different characters, and they all have like their own arcs and stuff like that. But I thought I wasn't gonna like it because it was turn based. Now, turn based games are interesting because I feel like for a turn based game to be good, it needs to have like, and someone was saying this earlier in Craig's stream, like it needs to have like tacticalness to it to make it, intriguing. But I think more so than that, because you're really just clicking on, it's kind of click and point really, and if you really think about it. But I feel like, and I don't mind that. There's nothing wrong with that because I play games like Heavy Rain and you know Telltale games and stuff like that. But I guess turn-based games are they have a little bit more depth because you're clicking on different. They have more functions you can do on a game like that. But I mean, like, you gotta have a really good story. I think with a game like that, since you're not really physically doing anything. You're not hacking and slashing or anything like that. Like, it has to have a really good story, like that grabs your attention, and that's what would hook me to a turn-based game, and that's what Octopath Traveler did. Like, it hooked me with the characters and stuff like that, and I'm looking forward to that. I think they have a release date on that game. Actually, let me see. Octopath Traveler release date. I think it's coming out in July, I believe. Okay, yeah. Okay, oh, it's running on the Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine is so good. Um, on the Nintendo Switch, like that engine, it can scale so well to anything. Like, like some of the games they've been putting on it with that engine has been great, man. And I'll actually talk about the Switch in a bit because there's something I want to bring up. Um, but July 13th, man, mark your calendars. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fucking dope, and I can't wait for that shit. Um, but what else we got here? Oh yeah, let's talk about the Switch. I know this is like kind of old, but I just want to bring it up. A lot of people, you know, they ask for these ports and shit for for the Switch, and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna run like shit. It's gonna look like dog shit and stuff like that," which is, true. It's gonna look worse than the other versions and stuff. But after seeing fucking Doom on the Switch, bro, after seeing Doom, anything's fucking possible, bro. Like, Iron Galaxy Studios, they want to port Monster Hunter World to the Switch. They said it was not impossible, but they said it was challenging, but not impossible. The idea of having fucking Monster Hunter World with how big, and I have that game on the PS4, so I know how big the game is. I beat it and everything. Just looking at how big the levels are and everything like that. Porting that to the fucking Switch would be probably the biggest thing to happen. Maybe besides like a GTA 5 port or something, which I doubt that would happen. People also say that that game couldn't run on a Switch, which is baffling to me because that's a PS3 game. Like, and a Switch I believe is a little bit more powerful. It's like in between like PS3 360 and an Xbox One. I think it's like in between that range, you know. Like, so I'm pretty sure the Switch can fucking run GTA 5. Like, now I don't know if it could run it easily, with the online. I don't know if it would have like the online portion with it and shit. Like, maybe it might have a few hiccups in terms of the frame rate, but I think it could run on there if you get the right people to port it to the Switch. That is, so if you get Panic Button to port that shit to the Switch, I think it could turn out pretty well, man. But I think anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. We even got Wolfenstein 2 coming out for the Switch. We still haven't gotten, a concrete window or release window to when we can expect the game. They only said 2018. I can double check that too as well. Like, I'm not sure like if they said, I think they only said 2018. They didn't really give kind of like an idea of when it'll come out. Um okay, I think Panic Button, oh, they're handling the port for this. So I have the utmost confidence in them to release a really solid port, with a decent frame rate. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 30 FPS, which is a bit of a bummer. Because that type of game you would kind of want to play it at 60 FPS. Uh, sucks, but I think I would still want to cop it on the Switch. Just the idea of Wolfenstein 2 on on a handheld on the handheld portion of it is dope. I wouldn't want to play it docked, really, because if I wanted to play it docked, I would have just got the PS4 version a long time ago. But I mean, Doom was 30 FPS, but it had a really smooth like motion blur, so it felt like smooth and stuff. I know it had a little bit trouble in the beginning, but they recently patched that game as well, and it turned out pretty good. So yeah, turned out pretty good. Um, I saw the Nintendo Direct. You know, it was a lot of people also going back to the ports. A lot of people saying that the Switch getting all these old ports is a bad thing, especially the Wii U ports. And you got to think about it like this: the Switch, the Switch sold it, it sold 15 million units in 1 year. That's the entire fucking lifespan of the Wii U, bro. So I'm pretty sure the people that bought all these Switches, including myself, we haven't played a lot of those Wii U games. I don't think I've played any of them at all. I think the only one I've played was probably that Smash Bros. Wii U and maybe Mario Kart Wii U, but that's about it. I didn't play some of these upcoming games like I didn't play Bayonetta 2. Well, I'm playing that now, on the Switch, but I didn't play it on the Wii U. I didn't play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Wii U, So games like that, I'm glad that I'm able to play it now, you know. It's just the Wii U, it wasn't my type of console, man, at the time, so I missed out on some great games. Maybe I should have copped it at the time if I realized that they had those cool games and shit. But it wasn't my, but like, it is what it is, man. Like, it was trash and stuff, and like it didn't have a lot of the third party support that I wanted from it and shit. And the Switch remedies that, they fixed that. Now, like, would I only play third party games on my Switch? Probably not. I'd probably get the majority of them on my PS4 or like Xbox One or something like that. I would not make the Switch uh your first console. Maybe a secondary console, but not a primary console. I think that's a bad idea. Unless you just want to play their first party stuff and you don't want to play any third party games at all, then it probably is a pretty good primary console for you. But it's a secondary console for me. Like I need my third party games, to be at optimal, uh, you know, frame rate and stuff. Some games I'll make the exceptions for, like Wolfenstein 2. I would get that on the Switch. I'd sacrifice the frame rate, the extra 30, just to play it on handheld. There's some games I would do it. Um, but I'm glad I missed out on some games that came from like the PS4 and Xbox One, like South Park. Got announced for the Switch. I might actually pick that up. When it comes out. I think it's coming out in July, I believe. I'm not sure, really. I gotta look that up and shit. Let me check that real quick. Let's see what we got here. Uh, we got Kirby coming out next week. Play the demo for that. That's pretty sick. Let's see. South Park. Switch. Let's see. Next month. Oh, it's coming out April 23rd or 24th. My bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's great. That's great, man. Little weird that it's not gonna come with like Stick of Truth, because I think that's on PS4 now. I think you could buy that like as a standalone now. Cause I know when South Park was coming out, like if you pre-order the game or whatever, you could get Stick of Truth for free with it. But I thought it was weird that Stick of Truth is not gonna be included with the Switch version. Excuse me. But yeah, that game, it looks fun. I missed out on it because there's a lot of other games that come out and stuff, and like some months get clogged up and you have to miss out on a couple of games, and that was one of the games that I missed out on. But it's gonna be interesting to play that shit. Dark Souls. Dark Souls is really intriguing for me to play on a Switch. Probably would die a lot more playing handheld version of Dark Souls than I would if I played it on a fucking controller on a home console. But it's kind of intriguing, man. I'm thinking about fucking getting Dark Souls for the Switch, even though it would be a pain in the ass to play. I'm not really good at those types of games, but they're gonna be doing a network test for free for every platform, I believe, except PC. I don't think they're doing one for PC. You can correct me on that if I'm wrong about that. But I mean, I'm gonna try it out. I'd imagine they'll probably do it in April or something, or maybe the last couple of weeks of this month. I'm not sure. I know they'll do it probably before. They'll probably do it 2 weeks before the fucking game drops, really in May or something. Some of these companies, they do that with these types of like betas and stuff. You saw that they did it with Sea of Thieves. They had a beta. They had two betas, I think, for Sea of Thieves and shit. And it dropped like kind of like 2-3 weeks before the game came out and shit. So yeah, there's that. Um, let's see what else we can talk about here. Not sure. We got a couple minutes here. Talk about some stuff. I'm just tweeting this. Oh, it won't let me send the fucking tweet again. Alright. Fuck it. So, let's see. Oh, alright, let's talk about this. Bluepoint's next project. A lot of people are speculating what's going to be the next remake after they came out and stated that they're making another remake. And they said it's going to be bigger in scale compared to Shadow of the Colossus. Now, the only game I can think of, and I'm assuming the remake is going to be a PlayStation 4 only title, I'm assuming because I don't know if they're. I'm not sure. I heard that they're like a second party type like company or whatever. Like they can make games for whoever, but they just choose to make games for Sony or PlayStation. Kind of like how Quantic Dreams are. They choose to make games for PlayStation, even though they can make games for any company they want. But I really think that they're gonna remake Demon Souls because if you think about it, that game it's 5 times bigger than Shadow of the Colossus in terms of just the map of or the level designs and shit of Demon Souls. And there was a ERSB rating for that came up for Demon Souls as soon as they stated that they were making a remake for another game. So that kind of correlates, you know, together and stuff. And it's making me think that they are gonna be making a Demon Souls remake. Now, would I caught this? Probably fucking not because when I played this on the PS3, I fucking died even before I got inside the fucking castle or whatever it was. Like I I was terrible at the game. Like those games are they're so fucking they're so hard. You have to be like really patient with those souls type games, man. Like they're really difficult to like, get into. Um I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I would try it, maybe stream it and stuff, but um I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I would get that. It'd be cool to look at, because Shadow of the Colossus is really beautiful. I still haven't copped that yet. I kind of wonder why like people love that game. Like maybe there's a deep meaning in the story that people love that just makes it like a legendary game. Because some people might say that there's not a lot to the game in terms of like, you know, I guess uh story if they don't really understand it because there's not a lot of dialogue and stuff or even gameplay but I don't know, I disagree with that. I feel like there's a lot of gameplay because you kind of have to understand how to tackle each boss differently. I kind of do like that aspect. Maybe you could say that more in the case for Ico or because it's not really like Shadow of the Colossus, but but yeah, I gotta check that game out as well. And yeah, man. um what else can we talk about here? I don't know. I was hoping for a couple people to come in here. I know Spartan God. He came through, gave me some topics. Gave me a shit ton, actually. Gave me a shit ton. Yeah, he gave me a good bit. So I appreciate that. Hopefully next time I can get like a little panel in here and stuff. And it's a little bit more organized and shit. Uh, but yeah, let's see. I wonder how would you even add people, invite people? Oh, okay, that's how you invite people. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, so I would know how to start the panel up and shit. But yeah, man. Let's see. I'm gonna find one more topic. Um, and I'll be out of here, man. I'll be fucking out of here. Oh, let's talk about the new Switch update. Trash. It's fucking trash. There were a lot of people on some forums and stuff like that hyping the fuck out of this new update. A lot of people set themselves up for failure, man. Like I knew this update was gonna disappoint a lot of people, man. A lot of people are asking for cloud saves because you can't, you know, if you get a new Switch or something, or if you break it, by accident, there's no way you can get your save off the cloud and still, start off where you left off in certain games and shit. So people have been asking for cloud saves and messaging with friends. This game, or I mean, this system fucking launched without a messaging system. Like, how retarded is that? That does not make any sense. Like, if anything, that should have been there day one. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because Microsoft system has one and Sony's system has one. You mean to fucking tell me that you wanted to wait and until the online service came on so you could add fucking messaging to your system? That doesn't make any sense. Because I'm assuming that the cloud save, the party chat, and in-game chat and the messaging system, it seems like it seems likely that they're gonna add that to the online service in September of this year. Which, it's cool and stuff, but I wonder if that was their plan since the beginning. And if so, that was a really bad decision. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not what's gonna drive the system to sell well and shit, to be honest. But it's something I look for when I get a new system. I want to be able to message my friends and let them know that I want to play a game with them, that I want to set up a lobby. And it's been shown with a lot of these new games that have been coming to the Switch, like Payday 2, for example. If I'm not mistaken, doesn't have in-game voice chat. Like that's bad, especially with that game because it's very communication is a key factor in that game. So not having in-game voice chat is gonna fucking make it hard to do a lot of the functions in the game. So they really fucking dropped the ball with that. Really, they really did. Cause games like that, if they're gonna have like co-op experiences like that, where you need to communicate with your friend on what to do and like where to go, like that's gonna be a really big issue. Same thing with Splatoon. It has game chat, but you have to do like this weird. You have to connect to a fucking phone app and shit, and like do all this weird shit just to just to talk to your friends and stuff. And like even on there, it's fucking hard to like fucking invite your friends to that and shit. But yeah, they really got to step it up. I mean this update wasn't that bad. Facebook, Twitter, friend suggestions, like, that's okay. Like, I saw one friend on there, and it was cool that I could just add him straight up without asking him for his friend code. And that's another thing that I don't like. That the only way to add people is by like using this code and shit, which is like, it's like really weird. Why not just like type the online name and bam? It's not the worst thing. You can just type it in, I guess, but they could have did a little bit better with that. I feel like the way they do their online stuff, like, or their features on their system is a little weird. They also added some avatars for ARMS and I think some for Kirby, for the Kirby game that's coming out in 3 days. I thought that was nice to add. Not worthy of a 5.0 update, but it is what it is. This update was basically centered around parental management control and shit. And people should have expected that, really. Once they saw that they updated the app on the phone about parental control and shit, people should have just not get their expectations up so high and shit. I had a feeling it was going to be based around that myself, so I didn't really get my hopes up with that. And they also fixed the glitch with the play activity, which a lot of people were like freaking out about that, but I didn't really think it was that big of a deal necessarily. I don't know why people were freaking out about that. It was fucking weird. I didn't really give a shit. But let's see, what else did they add for the update? I think that's about it. Oh, receive notification when pre-purchase software is ready to play. That's kind of a nice, little addition. That's nice. I think, yeah. That's nice. And I think there's something else that's kind of related to that. Oh, yeah. Digital software purchases made from a PC or smart device will start downloading sooner than previously, even if the Nintendo Switch console is in sleep mode, which is cool. So, like, when I'm out and about, I buy a game on my phone. I expect that shit to download on my Switch if it's in sleep mode. So that's a nice little addition. There's some decent additions in here uh for the system, but besides that, it was trash. Might as well not even waste your time like trying to look at what they added and shit. But let's see, how long have I been going, man? Hour. Um, yeah, I just want to say thanks for whoever watched, and I'm sorry about the audio from earlier. I think that was from my headphones. My headphones, like, I think just fucked up everything. So like, hopefully, if you skip past, um, you would have heard like the rest of the podcast and shit. But yeah, man, I think that's it for me. Um, today, and I'll be back. I might be back tomorrow, man. Might be back tomorrow if there's anything worth talking about. I'll have to see. I might do like kind of like I might kind of do this thing on Fridays, maybe. I think that might be the best time to do something like this is on Fridays. Just to kind of like, you know, let the week kind of like soak in all the news and stuff, and then we can talk about it in like one day, just so we could have a lot to talk about. Because if we just talk about one topic for 1 hour, I don't think I'd be able to fucking do that. To be honest, really, I don't got the brain capacity to talk about one topic for 1 hour. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but yeah, um, you know, check me out on Twitter at HarlemX Poncho. If you want to interact with me on there, subscribe. I just started out, so help a brother out. Feel me? And yeah, man. I'll see you guys Friday or tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. If anything, you'll see it pop up. Hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I go live. And yeah, I'm out, man. You guys take care. Enjoy your night.